for journaling, or for doing your captions, you can use pens. I usually like to write out what I'm going to say with a pencil first, and then I'll go over it with a Sharpie, and sometimes I'll go over it with a paint pen. So when I'm writing in these, depending on what style of a book, if I have something that's like a memory book, then I'll write a neater hand. Like for this one, I'm just kind of roughly sketching it out and really just kind of having fun with it. Different font styles, kind of block and like going over the same letters several times. For thicker ones, you can go inside. I like to go in and paint in the center, and then I'll go back through with my Sharpie again and redo the Sharpie lines. And creating lots of different layers can add a lot of whimsy to your page. And that's what I like to do with the paint and the different layers of the lettering, like by drawing out the letters and then putting the paint marker and then going back over it again. It creates all those depths and layers that really kind of make that stand out and make it really fun. So while that side is drying, you got to make sure your paint pen is completely dry, otherwise the Sharpie marker will be ruined. So now that this other side here is dry, I'm going to go around and do it. Since it's got a little boy, I'm going to make a faux frame, just a hand-drawn frame. I'll probably go over this again too. Make corners just like you would on a frame. Go over my lines again, kind of match my fonts on the other page. Maybe it's like a little kid drew it. A kid at heart. So there's that. And I kind of like this one just simple, so I'm probably not going to add anything to it. Usually I'll try to add, some kind of a button or something like that, but it's just a little boy and it's simple and it's sky, so I think I'm just going to stay with the doodling on this one. Now this other side is still pretty wet where I did the white, so I'm going to let that dry, and I think you get the idea. You just go to each page. Oh, my pages are sticking. Yeah, the paint pens really take a good amount of time to dry, so while you're working on this, you could do put a piece of wax paper in between if you have one that's fairly dry but you're not 100% sure. And that way you can go on to your next section, or if you want to just leave that section you're working on open to dry fully, and you don't have to worry about it. So I think these sections give you an idea of what you can do with the collage and then the different paint layers, doing your lettering. If you had a poignant kind of a memory book type theme to your book, you'd want to do maybe some cursive or maybe print out some things that look nice and collage those into your book. But you can really do a lot of different styles and themes with this kind of a book. So continue doing your sections, the rest of your sections with your pictures, and we will we will go on to doing our book cover. We'll start working on our book cover, and I'll show you a few things you can do with some fabric collage, working with metal and fabrics, and then after that we'll do our tags. We'll start working on our tags. So